Hey everybody, so this would be lesson 4, part 2, still talking about matching pitch. I went ahead and I set up a better microphone. It's not like a really awesome microphone, but it's better than my laptop mic, and obviously I'm standing. And I just thought that I could play a song of me doing a cover that I found in my iTunes like a few years ago when I didn't really know the song very well, and hope that you can pick out all of the places where I'm singing sharp. Then I'm gonna try and sing it again and see if I can be a little bit better on key using some of the techniques that we talked about. So like I said in the part 1, I know myself to be a sharp singer. I tend to get excited, or I tend to worry about not reaching a higher note. So sometimes I push too hard. I use a little bit too much air, which will cause your note to go sharp. So what I do to combat that is a couple things. I think about my tree. I think about I'm a tree and my feet are part of the ground, the roots, and that keeps me grounded and reminds me not to overshoot for notes. Right now I'm barefoot standing on the carpet, which helps me also just kind of remember that I'm staying rooted. The other thing that I do that my old voice teacher also told me was when I reach for a note that's higher, to think the word down. Think mentally down. I'm going down to this higher note instead of I'm going up to this higher note. You could also use you could just think the word down, or you could visualize something, like visualize instead of rising to the note that you're landing on the note. So you can think about jumping off a curb, landing on the note, or jumping off something higher, landing on the note. And this is the visualization that you have when you're singing the notes that are going higher. Also just wanted to, I'm better rested, because remember I was trying to sing tired, which was, I was just trying to utilize that to see why you need to have everything in place if you're going to sing. Well rested and hydrated and eating good food. And so what I did was, I had a breakfast not too early. I used my steamer for about 10-15 minutes. I used my neti pot because my allergies are still pretty bad. I warmed up for about 5 minutes. I stretched a little bit, probably not enough. My neck's kind of stiff lately. But I did all of those things right before I started this. There's also a lot of other things that you can do to continue to exercise your diaphragm. This is a really fun instrument to play because it requires you to breathe to make notes. Anything where you have to use your air is good exercise for your diaphragm. Plus it's really fun. Or a flute, or anything like that where you're using your air, is just good diaphragm exercise. Okay, so I'm going to hit play on the song Don't Know Why by Norah Jones. I'm just going to put up some pretty pictures here or something, so that you're not staring at me the whole time it's playing. But it's oh my goodness, it must be maybe 8 years ago when I tried to sing it and didn't really know the song very well. So you're going to hear my voice kind of shaky. And this song, the melody of the tune, it's a rising melody kind of over and over again. So you can hear at the end of each one of those phrases, not every time, but I hope that you can hear several times when my voice goes sharp. This is a lot more about ear training again. My voice students, I used to have them watch American Idol and take notes and really critically listen to whether somebody was going sharp or flat, and also continuing in that learning, maybe trying to figure out what it was that they were doing wrong. It's really helpful to you to critique other people too, because then you may see the mistake you're making, but from outside yourself, and say, oh, that's what I'm doing. Why are we both doing that on the same phrase each and every time? So I'm just going to go ahead and start the song, and then just try and listen and see if you can hear notes where I go sharp. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I did pick something short. It's only a couple minutes long. Day. I wish that I could fly away instead of kneeling in the sand and catching teardrops in my hands. My heart is drenched in wine. I waited till I saw the sun. I don't know why I didn't come. I left you by the house of fun. I don't know why I didn't come. I don't know why I didn't come. When I saw the break of day, I wish that I could fly away instead of kneeling in the sand and catching teardrops in my hand. My heart is drenched in wine. You'll be on my mind forever. Out across the endless sea, I would die in ecstasy, but I'll be a bag of bones driving down the road alone. My heart is drenched in wine. You'll be on my mind forever. Something has to make you run. I don't know why I didn't come. I feel as empty as a drum. I don't know why I didn't come. I don't know why I didn't come. I don't know why I didn't come. Okay, so that was my second attempt at singing that song, like 8 years apart, at least 8 years apart. So I only ran through it one time before I did that version. Use that to listen critically. Listen to both of them critically. The second one, I came in a little unsure. And that's another thing that I know about myself as a singer. Singing the first note of any song is always the hardest part. It usually takes me a second to kind of plug in and feel like I'm inside the song. So sometimes if you're having trouble getting started on that first note, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll actually add a whole bunch of humming before I actually start. I'll just go ahead and start humming along with the melody to try to get myself ready for that first word, beforehand. And even, if I'm writing like original music or something, I'll always do that. And if I'm recording in a recording studio, I'll sometimes, because I know they can edit it out later, if there's an instrumental section and I know that I have to start another verse or another chorus, I'll actually sing the word over and over again. So, if it's the word like, like sometimes, and, I'm supposed to sing like, or something, I'm supposed to sing, something has to make you run, something. Like I'll be at the mic and the instrumental will be going and I'll like do it to the rhythm. Something has to make, like I'll do that in the studio too, just to kind of get myself ready for that initial note. The initial note is always so hard, and I almost always sing the initial note sharp. But I was really trying to think about staying in this pocket. If you notice, the song doesn't have like a huge range. There's the part where she goes, my heart is drenched in wine, that goes up higher, but it kind of all resides in this small space. So I actually picture myself being inside that space. And if you look back at the video, you could even slow it down if it helps. Anytime I had to go up to the higher part of that space, my head actually went a little bit down. I'm not doing the something has to make you run. Why didn't come? Feel is empty. My heart is. I'm not doing that. I'm actually kind of keeping my head like under a ceiling, I guess you could say. Like my heart is, and I'm using like, I'm really opening up that part. It's so much easier to sing the note. It's less scary, and it keeps you from going sharp a lot. And just try to end strong. Really think about that last note that you're going to sing and get ready for some air to hold the end of that note out. That last note goes down and it ends down, and you've got to hold it out. That would be very easy to fall off and go flat on that note. So hopefully you can compare the two things and listen to any pitchiness in there. And the next video, I'll put maybe some links to some original music and a link to that ear training tool that I was discussing. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.